think I chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping leave me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. For teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go. It's week 11. Starting from the 5. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And in motion, out of the slot. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go now.
They kick the running back in motion. To throw here on first down. Dumped off to his running back. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Check mash, check mash. Ready, ready.
Hand off to the back. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Buying some time right. Going deep here for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Little tacks on the extra point. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Get it. 70 Lions. Go.
Give now to the running back. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Ready, ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey.
3rd and long for him here. Finds his man over the middle. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. He come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Hey, smash Broncos. Hey.
Setting him on the dime. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right, doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Go. 19.
Plowing up the middle. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. It's a 4-yard gain, 4th and 3 upcoming. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here.
Panther 11. Panther 60. Go.
They're going to throw for it on 4th. Bails out of the pocket quick. He connects downfield. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Panther 60. Panther 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
At the 18-yard line.
Not ready.
From the red zone now. He's just going to hook this one into about row C there, and some lucky fan can haul in a heck of a souvenir.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Touchdown! The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? You feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. reverse so far. And he's out of bounds. This is a great start for them, already on their opponent's side of the field.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey! Cougar 19!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a quick pass, caught outright. And they hit big there on that 2nd down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. Things a bit tougher following that penalty. Here's 2nd and 15.
Here we go, set. Ready, right?
Here's a throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
19 tight, 19, Dragon 60. 19 Lion. Trap 50, trap 60. Hey, Crash.
Motion man sent left. On 1st down, they'll run. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Let's go. Top 19. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He rolls to his right. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
From the red zone on 1st. On him quick, and they bring it down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
We've hit the end of one in this showdown between two of the league's best. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Philadelphia coming up in just a moment. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have it second down, well inside a field goal range. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Bronk, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Here he goes, third and long. We've got a screen to the running back. He dodged the tackle. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
Brings up 4th down.
4th down, pass coming. Buys time, rolling right. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Come on. Set, 18 cards.
Got play straight ahead. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Three. Ready. 60 boxes.
He's got it on the bootleg. Buying some time left. He's got Jalen Lane. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Here's a dive up the middle. And he'll bowl his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Let's go.
They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains. That is one disheartening look on that defense.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
19 target.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Headed out right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Down.
Right up the gut. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Throwing now off the play action. Rolling out to his left. Oh, he loses the football. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. It will go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Dose of the hurry up here. Trying to push this past the marker. And this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line and he's going to head off after a turnover on downs. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Gotta be lying.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back and was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
Chased out to his right. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
On fourth down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And this will come from just inside his end zone. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. His work begins at the 31. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's the give. This goes across midfield into Broncos territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Another carry for him. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First down. First down at the 24-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. He cuts it back right. He will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a second-quarter lead.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. Through the 45. Still running. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took them a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them. The guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Broncos tie things up at 14.
Cam Little to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They hand this one off. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the well again. Across the 45 and still going. And he's finally brought down at the 33. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
60.
Hand off to the back. He works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Back-to-back carries here. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Hold the ready.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this.
Let's go now. 19, try 70, Timber Wolf. Let's go.
They'll run for this. We can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing off the play fake. Look at that power. Deep left side. That's complete. Inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take the lead just before halftime.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Gets him on a quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down over the 31. Time now taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Viking 18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready,
To the air now on 1st and 10. And this one does not go far. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball, it's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Sending him on the dive. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Here comes the final play of our 1st half.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And he's going to let this fly towards the end zone. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Plowing
up the middle. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
There we go.
They'll run now on 2nd down. He brushed him off with ease. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Offense up to the line fast.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
60 Bison. Ready?
Give now to the running back. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Cougar Knight, 79 Brook. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Working quickly here.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles tie this game at 21. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Okay,
They went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Putting a receiver in motion. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Dumped off to his running back. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Ready up.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Ready.
Man in motion here. Throw here, 3rd down. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing on 2nd. Connects on the crosser. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. Give him 38 on that one. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. And on 1st down, only gets about a yard here. The defender there to force him out.
Ready, set.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9.
Come on, come on. Set. Hiking, ain't set. Ready.
They'll go play action. Forced out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had here, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Kicked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Hot 70, hot 70. Ready?
They give it to him again. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down.
It's a gain of 8.
Just the Eagles.
Drive play straight ahead. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a lead just before the end of the third. The extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Smith has it on the tee and it's ready to send it flying. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Loss on the play. It's second down.
And they need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Throwing from the gun here. Hits the 40. Has it downfield working the left. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut it to 1 late in the third. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Little tax on the extra point. And the Broncos tie us up 28-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. There's a dive up the middle. It's a foot race into the red zone. This is all the way to the 13-yard line. All right, so we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
When he gets in, touchdown! The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead.
see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What do you call this other than simply splendid?
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Smith has it on the tee and it's ready to send it flying. Starting from the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down, that's check down, that's check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Pass play coming here. Looking right, and he finds it. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
1st down from the 42.
Here we go. Set.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Timeout here. Play clock was down to 4 seconds. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Offense to the line. 2nd down.
Shot 50. Ready?
He's going to throw this one. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he'll go outbounds close to the 35-yard line. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Buying some time right. It's caught. Chase has it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
1st down, Denver.
All set now. 1st and 10. Quick throw is caught. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
That one's complete, right side. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he's got it going right where he wanted to get the ball off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Gotta be lying.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he only gets a couple before going out of bounds, Brock. So second down coming up.
Out of bounds, down at the 8-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Those are the hurry-up offense here.
Cowboy 80.
And it's third down.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be fourth and short.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got fourth and goal. What are you going to do?
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Slot man motioned over. Desperation time here on fourth. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment.
Come on, go.
On first down, they'll run. A lot of space ahead. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he gets it forward to the 43-yard line. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Ready. Cougar 19. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles leading by 7. Second down now, 7 to go.
Get it. Bronco 80.
Right up the gut. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go, Scott. Hut, hut.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Viking, 18. Rig alert, rig alert.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. The Eagles are in punt formation, and they could really use a good one here. And the punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line.
Okay,
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Eagles make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here we go, here we go.
Hand off to the back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Steady.
Back to the well again. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run, brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Go.
He's drawing up for it. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. Man, they were facing a top 5.
Black beans taking out it. We gon' pop a couple. While they poppin' paparazzi pictures. I got my in the back and my bros in the front leader. He keep looking at me, I'ma make that boy. I'm a his friend too, baby. I'm a whole cheater. We can go to France, Avatar, y'all both need a real one. More coin than your last one. Baby, damn, he ain't that fun. I mean, do we got a song with that punk? I mean, do we hit the club in this song? Come on. Do we rock a weed 30 inches long? Do we got a sold out tour? Do that? No, and I went tour.